God damn, the wheels are dirty.
The recipe for a good road trip includes a cool car, fun places to stop at, camaraderie with a good friend, and of course, a payoff. But before we take the Quattro on its last road trip of the year, there's a few things we need to sort out. I've tried refurbishing the wiper motor on this car, and it's still looking pretty pathetic. Honestly, the first thing I should have done was check the grounds. 0 ohms of resistance, that's good news for the grounds, but bad news for the motor. So now, of course, they don't make brand new Audi Quattro wiper motors anymore, but I found this 2001 Passat one that is not only very similar mechanically with the way that it mounts and the way that it's clocked, but it has a very similar 5-pin plug as well. I thought that I'd be able to cut these wires and use my own plug, but since 2 of these terminals are connected directly to that rotary piece, I think it would be better if we just found the original. So while we wait for that, I brought the car into the garage and we're gonna fix something else. Since this is a German car, the heater on it's always worked really well, but the blower motor stopped blowing and I can't seem to find a blown fuse anywhere. We're gonna have to do this the hard way and start tracing everything backwards until we figure out what the problem is. This car is pretty simple. I've already pulled off the box that diverts fresh air in from the hood vents, and you can see the blower motor is right here on top. If I take a wire here and attach it to a positive terminal in the engine bay, and then to the positive on the blower motor, you can see that the blower motor works. What I figured out is it isn't a blown fuse or a bad relay, it's just this positive wire that got pulled out of something and it's not getting power anymore. So I just need to rewire that so that it is, and we'll be back in business. This kind of makes me want to just tear apart the entire fuse box and rewire this car. Hopefully it'll be a future project, but it really makes the car unreliable and kind of sketchy to work on sometimes because you really don't know what's going on under here. I've been driving the car around the last few days and the heat is functioning much better now that that blower motor actually turns on like it's supposed to. And I'm gonna put this recirc box thing back in there, which will make it even warmer because now it'll be able to recirculate the air inside the cabin. I'm just gonna stick this thing permanently open for now for the winter time, and then maybe in the summer I'll let it close again. This was all controlled by the air conditioning, which the car doesn't have anymore. And even better, we got the pigtail for the wiper motor, so I need to plug that in and make sure it fits, but should have working wipers here by the end of the day. I was a little bit worried that I was gonna get the wrong plug, but this one fits. Now I can refer to the notes that I made on my phone about which wire does what. We'll plug this thing in and hopefully we'll have a functioning wiper motor. The only thing is I'm not sure which wire is the fast and the slow wire, so we're just gonna have to test it out, and if it's wrong, we'll switch those 2 wires, and I'm sure everything will be nice and happy. It looks like I have the slow and the fast wires figured out, so now I can plug in the wires that control the return to home feature. And I took these motors apart so I could learn about how that works, and it's actually pretty simple. You can see on this old wiper there's a pin here in the middle, and that lines up with this piece on the clock that's actually missing a piece of metal. When you turn the wipers off, only that pin will be electrified, and as the wipers come to their home point, that's where they touch with that piece of plastic and will automatically shut off. So referring back to my notes on the phone, I kind of just stabbed the wires in the plug to make sure that it's working properly, so we'll turn it on. And it looks like it goes right back to the same place every time. So I'm gonna put the wiper motor back in the car now. We'll hook up the wipers and see how it works. Somehow it's actually nice in Oregon in December, so I guess we're just gonna have to spray it with the hose. That's just level 1. Let's go to level 2. Heck yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Now this is a proper Oregon winter day. 5 trillion gallons of water they said is gonna fall from the sky this week, and we're even on flood watch, which is pretty uncommon for us. I think it's time to take a little drive. All right, this is supposed to be a road trip video, so I promise the rest of it is all gonna be driving, and I've already convinced my wife to go with me on the 300-mile trip to Burns, Oregon. You wanna go to a hot springs resort with me?
Okay.
That was easy. But that's still a few days away, so I'm gonna take the Quattro on a little shakedown, make sure everything's sorted out. Woo, first try. What I like to do before a road trip is really beat on this thing. This car loves to be driven hard. If I can't break it today, it'll probably be fine this weekend. This gas station that's not too far from my house sells non-ethanol premium, which is pretty sweet. It's definitely not cheap. Jesus. The car is really hot. That blower's working really nice, and it seems like the rear window defrost is actually sort of doing something. It's trying. I'm at my dad's house because he decided he wants to go with me, so I think he's gonna drive his Sequoia. the support unit.
Oh, those are great.
Yeah, they're gonna get trashed if we keep taking it on drives like this, but that's all right. So the plan today is to do about a 5-hour round trip. I think it's probably gonna be 150 miles. We're gonna drive to Mount Hood, which I assume it's snowing up there, and then drive north to the Columbia River, all in one go. I think it'll be a good time. Just give me a black Americano. So the windshield wipers on this thing work almost too good. I don't think there's a delay function on this car, so it's either full on or full off, which is kind of annoying sometimes. My alternator belt might have just popped off. Ruh-roh. All right, so we got a battery light on the dash here, which I assume means the alternator belt popped off. It's still there. That was about to fun up our day. But I'm thinking there's a bad ground somewhere. The tack is going crazy. And we're finally on the road that goes to Mount Hood. This looks suspicious here. We got some steam coming out of the hood. It's definitely coolant. It smells like coolant. Temps are okay, but it looks like there's some kind of leak. Whatever it is, it's not leaking much. Everything seems pretty happy with the car. We're gonna keep going. Should see some snow soon, so that's exciting. So one of the wipers stopped working, and it was because the nut came loose, which was the best case scenario because when I first saw it, I thought something had actually broke. Well, there's plenty of snow in here. Oh God. We've driven to the highest point of elevation that you can pretty much drive. And it's like 6,000 feet, and it handles pretty good even with these like all-season tires on. The car just wants to drive straight. I couldn't get it to really drift or anything, so I think the plan is to drive back down, continue on a different way than we came, and find some lunch. We'll go down to Hood River where the Columbia River is, and you know, just check it out from there. The most frustrating thing with this drive has been how foggy the car keeps getting. I'm wet and my stuff's all wet, so it makes the car fog up really easily. My neck is starting to get a little bit sore because I've been literally leaning down like this to see under this little fog area where my window is fogged up. Had a nice sit-down lunch, quick bite to eat, and about to head on the rest of our mission here. I got some coolant with me, of course. I think I'm just gonna put some water in it for now, though. It doesn't seem like the leak is very bad. Just needs to be topped off, you know, once in a while. Holy sh! Look at that! Wow! We gotta stop and check this out. Oh my God! That is a lot of water. All right, I guess the road's closed. Turning around. Well, we have had a lot of high winds and a lot of trees have fallen down, so that would make some sense, but that's too bad. 230 miles I did in this car yesterday, and it handled it really well, especially considering the conditions. I went to the grocery store this morning, grabbed a couple of snacks and some drinks, and then I went to the auto parts store and I got some of that defogging spray for the inside of the windshield, which will hopefully help. And I got some radiator stop leak, and I know you all are gonna kill me for this because this stuff is really bad for your motor, but I haven't put it in there yet. We're gonna keep this in the toolbox, and if the leak gets worse, we'll try using it as a Hail Mary. It's supposed to work in 20 to 30 minutes, it says. I also found another leak in the heater valve, and luckily this is a really common Volkswagen part, so I was able to pick one of these up from the auto parts store this morning, and I'm gonna swap that in there right now. Hopefully that'll keep the car happy throughout our entire drive. We'll just have a good time and get to see the sights. Tomorrow is the winter solstice. It's the shortest day of the year, so we're gonna have to leave as soon as the sun comes up. I don't really wanna drive this car at night, so hopefully we arrive just in time for the sunset and we'll be able to enjoy the hot springs out there in Burns, Oregon. 350 miles to the middle of nowhere in the desert so we can sleep in a tent in a car that has a hole in the radiator.
Well, that's a wrap, everybody. We didn't quite make it out of the driveway. Just kidding. But on a serious note, like, what could happen if there's a hole in the radiator? Do you drink coffee yet?
Yeah, but the first stop is second coffee.
Okay, good. Because I had my first coffee, but I didn't have my second coffee.
Yes.
Espresso.
Okay. Looks legit enough.
This is fun. I like yours. It has pistachio in it. You want to try?
Trust me, I will drink my coffee. I will drink my coffee. I like to bring Gail around because she pays for a lot of stuff, but then she just thinks that everything belongs to her, like my coffee.
I was making sure it's not poisonous.
Good.
You know, that you'd actually like it.
I put some anti-fog, anti-rain stuff on the window, and it made the window pretty gross because I was kind of expecting it to rain, so we might have to get out at some point and wipe this off. I should have it's mouth now.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Did you make that up?
No.
Oh, that's fascinating.
The windshield wipers are stuck on again.
Why does that happen?
If I knew, I would fix it. Oh, we've officially driven 100 miles.
We have?
Yeah. Just 250 more to go.
There's a tree there too.
Might see it.
Oh yeah. Okay. That made my heart rate go up a little. I was like, it's done.
It's done. So we pulled over earlier and I unplugged the wiper motor because the wipers wouldn't stop wiping and it had been dry out for like half an hour. But now it's starting to rain again and I'm wondering if we should just leave it and let the water beat off, or if maybe we should plug the wipers back in. I don't know.
I would leave it.
You gonna leave it? It seems fine.
Want me to hold that? I just want to put it in my mouth. Is that really what it's for?
Yeah, it's like rubberized and everything. It even had teeth marks on it when I got it.
Ew! Seriously? Gross. Lauren.
Smith Rock.
Such a Northwest thing to be like, let's go check out some sick rocks.
Well, I mean, you are supposed to hike here. We don't have time for that.
Oh my god, they look like they're doing family photos. They're all matchy-matchy.
Well, yeah, they're with a photographer.
Gotta get our Christmas cards ready. Oh my god, that guy literally elected to wear a camo hat with it. He's totally killing the vibe.
Got a very important job for you, Gail. Our next stop is Prineville. I've pre-chosen 4 places for us to eat, and you can decide which one.
I think I want to go to the water hole.
All right, the water hole.
The water hole!
I don't think the danger dog sounds like too good of an idea, especially if we got 4 more hours of driving left.
I need to roll the windows down. Are we gonna drive around?
Yeah, you drive.
What?
Yeah, I'll play the drone, you drive. All right, so. Oh, you're not in.
I was just testing you.
Oh, you might be in 4th.
We weren't even.
Put the clutch in for a second.
We weren't even going over
Try now.
20. Oh. What? gear are we in now?
Third. Okay, you're good. You accidentally put it in fourth.
How did I do that?
So this is a pretty sick dam up here. It's basically this gigantic pile of rocks that is damming like 1 billion gallons of water.
Oh, we're gonna drive across it.
Yeah, we're going over this dam.
Oh, damn. I feel like I did better at this than the BMW.
The Quattro is pretty easy to drive because it's a very soft car.
Yeah.
You know, the shifters,
Except for
pretty soft.
as long as someone shifts for you, it's fine.
Yeah.
I did good.
So it's very important that for the next hour and a half, we don't break the car because we're basically in the middle of nowhere now with no service. I think the pavement ended.
I think you might be right.
I might get out and check that the GoPros are still running.
Okay. You okay there?
Good.
Okay.
God damn, the wheels are dirty. The whole car is so dirty.
My window won't go up.
You just gotta really want it, Gail.
I didn't know this was a known issue.
Oh, let me get some throttle. More voltage.
Does that really work?
Yeah.
Okay, so note to self, don't put the window down. Oh, jeez. What the fun was that? I thought you said don't break the car, Lauren.
$362 miles, and we've officially made it to Crystal Crane Hot Springs. We have the largest teepee that has lights and is the closest to the hot spring,
Okay.
which looks good to me. Yes, Eagle's Nest parking only. What's up? I almost canceled this and got us like a hotel room.
It's an experience. Lauren, I gotta be honest, like, I'm really nervous to go in here to see what I'm gonna find. God.
Just wait. You wait. We'll get the heat pumping in here with the hot spring going.
Trying to be a really good sport.
Sorry, does it suck?
No, it's okay.
Gail was not exactly impressed by the teepee, but we're gonna go swim in the hot spring, which is very hot, I think, and hopefully she'll feel better after that.
I just needed to readjust my expectation, you know?
This feels like insane in here. This is wild. This is definitely an experience. The Eagle Nest wasn't quite as romantic as I might have hoped, and I think it was really just the cold and the rain, but it actually turned out to be pretty fun once we got in the hot springs and enjoyed all of that. What'd you think?
I actually thought it was great. And I slept really well.
All right, well, at least that, because it was basically glamping. There wasn't a whole lot of amenities and creature comforts. Today, we're gonna drive back to the house. We're gonna go through the Santiam Pass, which is a little bit of a different route. It's a little more direct, but we might end up seeing a lot more snow, so we'll see what it's like when we get there. For now, we're just gonna enjoy our first coffee.
Now I'm in a free fall, with nothing to hold on to.
That's pretty cool. It sounds like glass.
I'm really one with wilderness right now.
Somewhere new, step down the ground, it's coming soon.
Lauren! Lauren, there's nothing for us.
Wishing I could just fall into you.
How do I
Yeah, this is pretty deep.
Wishing I could just fall into you. Hey,
We got to see our snow. We got to sit in our hot spring. 776 miles, the Quattro made it home. I tricked my wife into another road trip. It wasn't that bad though, it was fun. And no drama. I guess that's it. Other than that, check your polarizer.
It's funny, like your camera can be our little black box. Like if we don't ever return, one day your car will be recovered with our skeletal remains in it, and then your GoPro will have captured everything that led up to the moment of destruction.
I mean, in that case, we should probably live stream
Sorry.
everything
Was
so
that too dark?
people can come to our rescue.